Oh, it's been a long week. Unfortunately, I haven't been as creative as I'd like, but I've been quite busy with my clients, so at least I'm getting paid. Been kind of quiet on the channel this last week, and I don't really have a lot of comments to share, but let's jump into it. Now, this first comment comes from Magdalena Helen. I've always wondered about Grammarly and whether it's any good. I guess any type of proofreading is helpful though, and I really like that it tells you why you may need to change something. That sounds a really cool feature. I'm tripping over my words. This is why I don't do live casts. I'll probably check it out now. Thanks for the informative vid. And you're always welcome, Magdalena Helen. Initially, I installed Grammarly as an extension onto Google Chrome, and I wasn't sure if I was going to keep it, but after playing around with it in WordPress and how Jetpack has, I guess, reduced support for the classic editor because everybody wants to use Gutenberg blocks, I needed something to help me proofread. And I found Grammarly to be quite the engaging tool. So I don't know if I would pay for the whole premium account part of it, but I might. It depends on how. In reality, I haven't really created much content on my own. It's been managing my team, but who knows? I might go ahead and jump into it and check it out even further for writing my own stuff. But like I said, I use Yoast, and having the proofreading for Grammarly was quite helpful. I don't know. I guess I'm on the fence. The next comment comes from Michael Val. Great content, thanks. This is in response to the if you're able to make $15 an hour on Textbooker as a level 3 writer. And like I said in that video, it is possible. You just have to put a lot of work into it. So Michael, if you're watching, just remember that it does take quite a bit of engagement with the client. You got to push yourself really hard. You got to crank out as much content as possible, which is why they're called content mills. And back in the day, I was averaging about 1,100 words an hour, and that was including research time. So it is possible to hit $15 an hour. It just takes a lot of work. Next up, we got my friend Paul Irvin. It was cool to see you mention my comment in your video. That was a nice surprise, and I will keep watching. You not only put out great and useful content, but you showed me some of your good-natured personality when you helped me, and I appreciate people like yourself who genuinely want to help others. And I'm sorry, I really need new glasses. It's hard to read it off the screen. After my teeth, my glasses are the next thing that I'm getting. But anyway, you are welcome, Paul, and it's comments like this that are the reason why I create the videos. It isn't to be some YouTube celebrity. I have a helpful nature. I like to help people get farther. And if I have knowledge that'll help you do that, I'm going to share it. Don't get me wrong, it'd be nice to be able to monetize the channel and make some money, but that's not my driving focus. It's comments like Paul's and Helen's and everybody else who thanks me. That's the reason why I do what I do. And the last comment comes from James B. Hello, thanks creating your channel. I have found the Textbooker info very helpful. I'm thinking about starting a blog. Can you do a video about the costs you can expect or what you should spend on it? Now, I kind of touched base on this a few days ago when I created the video for comparing web hosting versus a free blog account. And I want to dive a little bit deeper into the different costs of creating a blog. Because there's a lot of things out there you can spend money on, and not all of them are necessary, especially if you're just starting out. So for me, starting off with a hosting account, like at Green Geeks for like $107, I think it is, for 3 years, that's like incredibly cheap compared to what I pay. And if you crank out some decent content, then the AdSense alone, or any other monetization you put on the website, is going to pay for its hosting. Just as long as you feed that money back in. Now there's a lot of things I would like to pay for in the future, like Yoast SEO. I want to expand what that does. And there's been a few themes that I might toy with, but right now the free stuff is all I need. I do pay for one of my SSLs, but you can use the free SSL through Let's Encrypt, and a lot of hosting companies cover it now, including Green Geeks. So in reality, to start off a blog, all you would need is like $107, and you get a free domain with Green Geeks, so you wouldn't even have to pay for a registrar. So, and it's not just Green Geeks. There's a lot of hosting companies out there that offer the similar stuff. But it really doesn't cost a lot to get started and to start cranking out content and start getting visitors to your website and to brand yourself. But I do have plans for future videos on covering all the different costs for maintaining a blog once you get to a certain point. But to start it, nah, it's just the $100 and some odd for it. But if you want to be successful with blogging, James, you're going to have to put in a lot of work. Not only do you have to create content, but you have to market the site, you have to share it on social media. There's just a ton of stuff that you have to do if you want to get to a certain level. So keep your eyes peeled on those videos because they'll be coming out fairly soon. And like I said, that was all the comments for this week. It's kind of a slow week. Lately, YouTube's been having troubles, and every time I upload a video, it comes up as private, even though everything says public. So if you don't get notifications that I published a video, hit the notification bell or check on Twitter, because I share everything on Twitter and Facebook. But it's really weird. It's even watching other people's videos, there's like hella lag going on. I'm not exactly sure what YouTube's smoking, but I wish they would stop. Next thing I was thinking about is doing a live stream, but I'm not really sure if a live stream from me would be beneficial. For one thing, there's a reason why I do a lot of jump cuts in my videos, mainly because my cats think they have to be in it. I do stumble my words a lot and jumble stuff together, and I don't want to confuse anyone, so I have to constantly try to slow myself down and speak clearly so that I can get a message across. So I'm not really sure if a live stream would be beneficial for me, but I'm still thinking about doing it. If anything, it'd be kind of fun. Maybe do an AMA. And being as open and honest as I am, you can literally ask me anything and I'll try to answer it. My life is an open book. Well, somewhat open. There's a few things I'd keep to myself. And lastly, I'm excited for tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock. I'm getting new teeth. They're dentures, but it's the only thing I can afford at the moment. Implants just cost stupid amounts of money. I am kind of worried about it because now I'm going to have to learn how to talk and chew all over again. I mean, I started losing my teeth when I was in my early 20s. It's a genetic issue. And I haven't had molars since I was like 23. The wisdom teeth, when they grew in sideways, they crushed everything all the way across the top. And I never really had the money to pay for a dentist. So slowly, one by one, everything fell out of my head. Which is kind of a bummer because I had beautiful straight white teeth when I was in my teens. And my family used to comment on it. Well, at least my grandma. Well, I guess grandmas will comment on just about anything. So take that with a grain of salt. But I am pretty excited because I haven't actually been able to chew my food. It really sucks when you have to swallow everything whole. So, Tuesday's video will be the first time that you'll see me with teeth, and I'm hoping I don't screw things up. I know I'm going to like chew on my cheek and bite my tongue all the time, so it's going to be a growing experience. But if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you want to learn more about text broker, freelance writing, WordPress, or any of the other topics that I cover, hit the subscribe button, and please turn on the notification bell. I have no idea what the hell YouTube is doing, but it is what it is. That's going to do it for me today. I'll see you next Tuesday.